See this game? This was coded in seconds by GPT-5 by following simple instruction in plain English language by a user. In fact, OpenAI claims that GPT-5 has PhD level abilities in areas like coding. So far, it has performed better than other OpenAI models and even left Claude behind in software development tasks. So this brings us to the question, do the companies still need software developers, or they can replace them with prompt engineers? And if that's true, then is it really the end of software development jobs? Hi, I'm Rawlani. I'm a senior AI scientist and I have 5 years of experience in the field of AI. And today we'll be talking about what does GPT-5 mean for software development jobs, and more importantly, how to survive and thrive in this age of AI. Guys, I'm not going to lie, the change is already here. Tools like Chatgpt, Gemini, Cursor IDE, agent-based AI are becoming part of daily software workflows in companies big and small. And the results? Layoffs. From trillion-dollar giants like Microsoft to mid-size and even small companies are cutting thousands of jobs. Even TCS, the company people thought was layoff-proof, is planning to let go of 12,000 employees. Job postings for junior developers have dropped significantly. Why? Because companies no longer want developers who are proficient in only one programming language, who work on repetitive tasks and whose role can be easily automated. It's starting to feel like the industry just doesn't need as many engineers as it once did. So keeping that in mind, I'll tell you how I'm planning to survive in this age of AI. I work as a data scientist, and my job involves working with data engineers, data analysts, UI developers, and middleware team. Among all these domains, data engineering and data analysis is closest to my domain. They form a vertical chain in the development process. That is, data engineer get the raw data, transform it and store it into a database. Data analysts manage those databases, and data scientists use that data from the database, make predictions using AI models and store the results again back into the database. Data analysts use that data to visualize, which is then used by business stakeholders. I plan to gradually learn more and more about data engineering and data analysis field so that I can handle the whole process from collecting raw data to creating visualization. I'll use AI to help fill any gaps in my knowledge. Of course, if I don't understand this domain well enough, I won't be able to check whether the AI's results are accurate or efficient. That's why I'll build my knowledge in both these areas, but my point is that I don't need to be an expert in these domains. In short, I'll grow my skills horizontally by learning across multiple fields and vertically using AI to go deeper into each of these fields. So I will suggest you to do the same. If you are a front-end developer and working in PHP, then learn React or even learn full MERN stack. Understand DNS, caching and CDNs. That is, pick up the skills that are adjacent to your current role or trending in your domain. Grow your skills horizontally and use AI to grow your knowledge vertically in each of those fields. Now, speaking if SDE jobs are dead as of 2025 or not, the answer is no, at least not yet. See, these LLM models are trained on the data that is available on public platforms like programming solution available on Stack Overflow, articles on Medium, Geek4Geek post, etc. The code written there is in generic sense. That is, it does not have the context of a larger code base, the industry that you're working in, how different modules and different microservices interact with each other in your system architecture, and what specific input your function would be receiving and generating the output. And LLMs cannot keep this large context as well. Even Cursor IDE, which has access to your entire code base, cannot retain the entire context while generating the code. Which means while AI can write individual component of a system, it cannot yet design how all these parts fit together, at least not very well. So SDEs who have knowledge of the entire code base, who can create logic which in turn is used by LLMs to generate code, who can optimize this code that is generated, test the code, deploy it on cloud, would still be needed. So even though AI will soon generate most of the code, what we have to focus on is to create the logic which will solve the user's problem, build resilient systems that are scalable, optimize and test the code so that it's not buggy, and use AI as a multiplier and take advantage of its strengths and weaknesses. The measure of success as a developer has never been and still won't be how many lines of code you can push. It will always be how much impact you can drive. And here's the truth, the role of developer isn't going away, but what developers do day to day will change dramatically. The tasks that are repetitive, time consuming, and easily described will be automated. And we need to embrace this change so that we can focus on what truly matters. That is crafting seamless experience, discovering innovative solution, and solving real world problems. So that's my 2 cents on impact of LLM on software development jobs. If you like this video, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.